being fortunate to work with some of these enterprise companies, they have very sophisticated messaging protocols and staff that help guide narratives that are included in their marketing. So they do different from one company to another, but generally the trend has been to be supportive and empathetic to the customer, to really dig into, okay, how does this current environment change, how is it changing the life for our customer? And where can we be of assistance? Not just in terms of what software or hardware or solutions can we offer to help them solve a problem, but what else is present as an opportunity in our ecosystem in terms of the relationships and the communities that we're a part of. Can we add resources to? What can we do from an information standpoint to help support people do what they need to do? What organizations can we contribute to? What initiatives can we sponsor or be a part of? And there's even some fun stuff that people are doing. Like SAP just did, it was yesterday, SAP for Kids. It was Bring Your Kids to Virtual Work Day. And they did this really cool live streaming thing with celebrities and artists and influencers or whatever. And it was a really great way for people to, turn this live YouTube video on and have their kids sitting there next to them at home and actually, take a yoga class or learn how to draw something or make a song or whatever. So it's been a bit of a mix, but I think the trend is all around empathy for the customer.
There's two ways that I would think about this. One is, how do you communicate in direct response to the crisis? And that's a lot of what Lee was saying of, when we saw the crisis hit a height in urgency, there are a few things we did right off the bat. We stopped social promotion until we could figure out the right tone to come back in. We had a product that was launching, a brand new CMS that the team had worked really hard on, but we actually halted that launch. We did a much quieter launch, although the product is still available. We kind of did a full crisis communications stop just to take a beat and assess what the tone is. And then, of course, we came back with a tone of empathy, changed our sales emails and our marketing emails to reflect the times. So there's a lot of just immediate response stuff that you have to do. But then the second piece of this is, after the sort of peak of the crisis, there is a new world that you are marketing and selling in. And so how do you reflect those times? And that is where we've seen a lot of educational content really rise to the surface. And, I think the most amazing thing is, so we've been aggregating data from our 70,000 customers around the world in terms of how are their sales, how's their marketing, so that we could try to see some trends. And unsurprisingly, deal volume is down, but perhaps surprisingly, activity with customers is up. Website traffic is up. Engagement with marketing emails is up. And so people have gone into their homes, but they haven't disappeared. And actually, they're searching. They're seeking information. They are, everything from the sorts that get really focused on the crisis itself to the ones who are trying to reinvent themselves in this time. And so we've sort of shifted our content strategy to try to address those needs. And the tone there has all been educational.
Yeah, sure. I agree with everything that's been said. We have a few different lenses we've had to look at this with, because we have a lot of clients who are, first and foremost, are concerned about, okay, what about what we have in progress? I think a lot of people are in this situation where it's not just about planning. It's, we have things that are being produced now and what happens. And nobody seems to be really adamant about going one way or another. They're looking for guidance. And I agree that it's a matter of deciding whether to pivot is a matter of empathy. So, and to what Meghan said, it's a matter of value. Don't say anything if you're not going to be providing some kind of value. I think there's a lot of sentiment kind of going around, and people are getting kind of skeptical or cynical about brands just saying things that sound nice, but they're not actually doing anything. And I think that's where the kind of maybe this question comes from, that people are afraid of sounding inauthentic. But if you do have something where that you can help your target audience, or you're just helping them the way you already were and you're planning to set that up for later, that's how you continue to build trust. And I think this is a good time for that audience building.